Time to ram for the tie. Well, people need to understand that CVs really don't ram. They're extremely not maneuverable. Like, you might want to ram, but it's I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's like trying to ram tectonic plates. How the hell do you get it to move the way you want it to move? What do I think about the Lowenhart's removal from the shop? I don't think it's necessarily warranted, but at the same time, AP rockets kind of break the boundary of tier 6. So, what does that mean? Tier 6 normally had HE rockets. British, Japanese, and US, they're all high explosive rockets. So, they're kind of gated. They do like 1,500 to maybe 3,500 damage. That's what they do. Well, the Vesser has AP rockets, but terrible torpedoes. So it has a lot of power invested in its rockets and bombs. It needs to get citadels to keep pace. So the Vesser has rockets which, when facing against tier 6 stuff, is good enough that it can actually pen into it and can deal like 5,000-6,000 damage to a cruiser, which is significant. It's not a joke. There we go. That'll latch. I'm gonna come out with bombs for whatever the next flight is. It does latch though. Do we have to go over here and save this? Sending deck picks. Cute. Cool. Loses 7. He recalled late. Alright, so some of those got trimmed off. We're gonna be ready to fight her the next wave. It's a Kurfürst and a Shiki. Shiki is kind of scary at range. Okay, Tort Planes. Tort Planes turn out. Expecting the fighter. So we gatekeep. Turns in. Stalled and recall? Turned and turned out? Interesting. That does not latch. Which means you have to take rockets to catch the next one. He realistically goes for the Ohio here. Or maybe the Burgoyne. Double battleship there, so we can just position as appropriate, which is nice. Up the engine boost so we can try to get there before the FDR gets on top of the Ohio. Because that is what he's going to do. There you go. That blocks that. I mean, he still gets to go through and strike the Ohio. He just gets to do it once and he loses planes for it. Latched. He recall? He did. Recalled before anything was going to happen. Shots on the Burgoyne. QQ7 shouldn't be happening to you. Come on, dude. Big cluster of folks over here. Single DD. Smallland, probably on the Charlie side. Rockets for the Plymouth. Fighter goes away soon. Fighter does go away soon. At some point. What have we not seen? Minotaur? Minotaur and Smallland. Free drop for the Shiki. It's a one-way trip. Five over here. Take the shot. Probably take about 15,000 health. Should have used priority sector. 17. Well, 17. 17k. Fighter reloads. Shots from the Thunderer. From the Minotaur? See shells over there? Nah. Maybe. On the Wooster, I guess. Either recalls or drags the planes. Go for the Wooster here, I think. This is really aggressively positioned. Holy fuck, defensive fire is scary, but we did make it through. Her first flak, all kinds of shit going on here. Terrible drops. This Midway's not designed anti-cruiser. We're going Plymouth versus a Minotaur, just one. Probably lose the fighters to the Wooster, but Wooster hopefully goes down, like eventually, maybe, at some point. Kerfer's getting hurt. I don't have any more engine boost. Jesus. So much love. Oh, fuck off.
All stations, proceed to capture that area. Capture that area.
Don't bitch at me about seeing a Minotaur that can run and smoke. Get the cap. Swings wide to strike us. I'm gonna strike the Wooster. GK goes down. If fine. Goes for us, right? Instead of the Burgone? Goes for us.
Much obliged. It's a go.
Yeah, he does. Might get this drop off, might not. Does. These two are down. Shiki bounces.
Critical footing. Capture that area.
Don't be a dick. Strike the Shiki. Smallland is still an issue. Smallland is a problem. We might be going back cap for B. Could also be going for us, but we're not detected at the moment, so that's potentially useful. It's going to start bombing the Burgone. Plymouth AA sucks. I have to break this push.
Problem solved, sir.
Y'all okay back there? Y'all having fun hidey holding? Shiki goes down to fire. Work on the Nevsky.
Enemy battleships sunk.
We only get one drop on this. Almost out of planes. But we have a lot of ships that can start working on this guy.
Good show.
There's two planes coming in. Drop with two planes, maybe. Sooner we can get into an attack animation, the better, because there's a little bit of a damage buffer during an attack. Two bombs? Three, got lucky. Start pushing.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Stop kiting.
We'll go.
The hell are you running out here for, bud? Turn in, kill, take thing. Okay, torpedo planes.
Our victory is in sight.
Really, torpedo planes all we have. Plus, it's the only thing we have fighters on. The other CV is a disgrace. This was a free win once the red team got him. What? I don't know what you're saying, Joyous Vibes. I'm sorry. If you want to rephrase it, might help make more sense, but I don't know what you're saying. Goes for the Ohio. Let's try to get that latch in. Yeah. Goes to the Ohio. The game was lost as soon as you had that CV. No. The game was not lost because you had the CV. How much damage do I have? 71,000. Your CV probably has the same. Probably has about 50 to 70. The game was lost by positions on the map. You sent a Minotaur over to defend C against 2 people. And you had 5 people on your team that were blocked by 4 that decided to run because kiting bleeds health. Secondly, when you're Wooster, when you picked this position, you gave yourself no way out. This was a win or die move. As soon as you take this position, either the enemy team has to fuck off or you die. Because unless you're going to reverse all the way out and not get crossfired from the ships that are advancing to sea, because you only have a Minotaur over here which cannot block this push, where do you go? The answer is dead. The GK kept pushing, possibly because you were up there. He wanted to come up with a teammate, so he got focus fired by 4 ships. What is the FDR going to do against that? The FDR is not going to detonate the enemy ships. It doesn't matter if he's a 70% win rate player. The only thing the FDR can do against this is maybe hit the Ohio once because of the combined AA, less because I'm going to fight her. In which case, maybe the FDR comes over and harasses the Plymouth Burgoyne to try to slow this push, because you guys already have A. You guys have 5 people committed against 4. You're going to win A, which is exactly what you did. The problem was that you kept pushing. You then decided you wanted to win harder and you kept moving up because you had nothing at C. So if this minnow dies, you have to not only take A, but then run all the way across the map to take B, or run all the way across the map to take Charlie. Like, this push fucked y'all. And, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, dude. You and the Wooster, you literally led the push. I cannot agree with you that your CV is what lost the match.